What are they trying to say, I wonder?
I don't know, man.
Are they saying that
I mean, plus Mortimer was basically the devil.
the Jesus dragon exists in a dream world?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Well, I guess he's not a dragon in this one. He takes a human form as the king.
Right. But in order for 4 and 5, for 6 to end up connecting to 4 and 5, it has to be the Zenithian dragon. Otherwise, you're leaving a huge plot hole at the end of 6.
Yeah, I mean, you do go into the Zenith Tower, too.
Well, also, he is there as the king. He's just not in the dragon form.
Right, so if that isn't him in the egg, then they're missing plot on how that would be Mortimer and how the king actually comes to be in the first place during 4 and 5. Because if it is in fact Mortimer, then we need to know more context on how Mortimer was there inside of that kingdom, but they ended up being the Zenithian king that ends up there to help this player in 4 and 5.
Yeah, I feel like this one
So it
didn't
has to be
connect
the
as
dragon.
well.
Oh, hell no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
That's the question. All right, before we get into any more of the gameplay and stuff, let us judge 1, 2, and 3's trilogy versus 4 through 6. Which does it better? Which arc is better?
That's a tough question.
No.
4, 5, and 6.
I feel like 1, 2, and 3 are way more concise story-wise.
Agreed. 1 through 3. Because the loose ends in 6. 6 destroys 4 and 5's connection.
Yeah,
That's
but
what makes it
2
weaker.
is really weak as far as connection to the other games outside of being like the Dragon Lord's grandson is in there, and
The
then
items.
and then his possibly mom in 3. Like it's,
Oh, it's his mom.
I mean, it's kind of loose, really, for 1, 2, and 3. I mean, it's not really supposed to be that concise. I mean, you're just like, oh, he the one hero saved the world, and then in 1 you go and save the world again, and then 2 it's just like, oh, well, there's a new random bad guy, and then it does nothing to wrap up the story with the
6.
Dragon Lord at all. So I mean, just like in 6, like it's basically the same, except for then you also have 4 and 5 telling better stories than 2 and 3.
Well,
So,
I would say the better, more enjoyable arc is 4, 5, and 6, but I don't think it's as clear as like what the connection is between them.
Well, the connection is basically just the Zenithian areas and then like the hero bloodline and then having the equipment, which is basically the same for the first trilogy with your point being to go get the armor set from 1 is being like, oh, it's the hero's armor, you have to use it to defeat the Dragon Lord.
Yeah. I think it just
basically
comes
the
down to
same.
the simplicity of it.
I like the simplicity.
I do like the
As far as-
simplicity a lot, but 2 is like a very loose connection to 3 and 1 because it's just like it mentions the Dragon Lord with his like grandson being there, but it doesn't do anything.
I think it's stronger than
I
from
don't-
5 to 6, though.
I don't think 6 moves the scale either.
Yeah.
On the same similar way as 2's does.
Well, I mean, but
Because-
4 and 5 have a pretty strong connection.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not denying 4 and 5. Just like
4 and
one-
5, I
1
feel
and
like
3
have a
serves that great connection too, and the bigger reveal in 3 is way bigger and better than the reveal in 6. I think it builds way better in figuring out. Oh shit, I'm playing the original Erdrick. This is literally the prequel. You figure that out. You could basically deduct that 3/4 the way into number 3, but if
we didn't already know outside of it, yeah.
at least by the end, you're like, oh shit, this is the original journey everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge payoff that surmounts what 4 and 5 connect each other to because of how weak 6 is in the story.
And in 2 also, you return to the original area.
Yeah,
For
you
one.
do.
While 4 and 5 bring their own continents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think 6 is more unique from the other ones story-wise. And then, like, as far as connection goes to the other ones, I think it's its own story.
Yeah.
And, like, really the only tie is the Zenithian dragon, but it's implied.
The dragon and the equipment, because the equipment is in all 3 games.
Yeah. The mirror specifically.
And the mirror.
Yeah. That's what comes to mind for me anyway.
Oh, hi there. I hope you enjoyed this clip from Puff Puff Hour, a Dragon Quest podcast. If you happen to like what you see, you should subscribe. We have full podcast episodes detailing the main series of Dragon Quest 1 through 11. Oh yeah, and if you like the content, you should check out our other shows from All Out Geekdom Entertainment. We have Nude Clan and Ultima Final Fantasy, the ultimate Final Fantasy podcast. Or, Dragon Quest.